Hey there everybody, it's Breshears from the Digital Marketing Madman channel. Today we're going to talk about how to build custom audiences using engagement from your website for Facebook advertising. It's a really great way to reach people on Facebook who are already visiting your website, so it's a great strategy to help you sell more, engage more clients, and really build your digital marketing presence on Facebook with traffic that you already have. So let's get into today's video. Alright, so we're going to talk specifically about how to use your website traffic and then retarget those people that are visiting your website and get them to basically engage, show them offers, things like that on Facebook. So it's pretty cool. So we're taking people that are on your website, they're going to be seeing your content, your ads, and things like that on Facebook. Now what we need to do is first set up a Facebook pixel. Facebook has changed. About 2 years ago, they changed it so now that you just have one pixel that you put on all of your website. When you're going to be doing different kinds of conversion optimization, you're going to use specific conversion pixels for that event, but with traffic and things, you just install it in one place. So depending on what you have, whether it's WordPress or Squarespace or Wix or whatever kind of a website builder you're using right now for your website, it's going to kind of determine how you put that on. A lot of the website builders already have a spot where you just put your pixel ID. I'll show you on how to do that in just a second, but want to make sure that the pixel is on your site. Use Facebook's Pixel Helper tool so that you can see that the pixel is functioning. And then I'm going to show you how to walk through and make different kinds of segments and also be able to use the top 25% of web traffic and all kinds of things. So let's get into the video. So the first place we're going to want to go here is in Ads Manager. So if you're using Business Manager, which I do suggest if you want to use custom audiences that you upload, you're going to need to go to business.facebook.com. But for this purpose of this tutorial, we're just going to talk about website audiences. I'm going to share with you how to go and find it. So once you're inside of Ads Manager, you're going to click up here. You have three different sections. You have Ads Managers, Pixels, and Audiences. The audience that you have is going to be generated from the pixel that you install on your website. So assuming you have that installed, you're going to want to then create a custom audience. The way that you do that is by clicking the custom audience button. Click the custom audience button again, and then you're going to have the options. Right now we're going to talk specifically about website traffic. Once you click website traffic, and I'm going to go to an active ad account, I had not run an ad on this one. So this is what it looks like inside of Business Manager. I switched to an account that had it, Business Manager, so that I could show you an active audience. So if I go to click custom audience here, I can go then to website traffic. We can use our default pixel here. And you can then choose a bunch of different segmentations. Now you have as up to, I believe, 180 days. Let me just verify that they haven't changed that. They change the rule all the time. Yep. So you can go up to 180 days inside of Facebook. If you're on AdWords or some other product that's Google related, it's up to 540 days, but we're just talking about Facebook here. It's 180 days maximum. But typically, especially with retargeting ads, depending on the stage of the funnel and things like that, I like to really just focus on the past 30 days of web traffic just because you have typically more high quality traffic. So you can choose everybody who visited your website. You can do specific conversion events if you're doing these conversion events on your website. And I hope that you are. You can do specific web pages. Now, this is where a naming convention really comes in to play here. So let's say, for example, you had a website and you were, I've just used the veterinary example. I work with veterinarians all the time. If they're creating content, they can then take their content and have a naming convention, so they can use a category. For example, they'll do dogs or cats or whatever. If they wanted to then increase retargeting for specific offers to dog owners, right? So you're creating a segment of dog owners. If it contains the /dog in the URL, then you're going to just target people who are only on the pages regarding dogs. So that's kind of helpful. If you include those topical words inside of your URLs, it's helpful because it allows you to create naming conventions and then automatically populate these custom audiences, so then you can retarget your different segments with offers that are relevant to those segments. So if you have a dog owner, they're not going to be interested in cat stuff. If you have a cat owner, they're not going to be interested in dog stuff. So making sure that you're testing these different audiences and building them is very, very important. So you can build specific web pages, as I mentioned. Time on site, the top 25% of your web traffic is great. If you get, unless you have a tremendous amount of traffic, if you go down to 5%, your audience just becomes too limited, in my opinion. So top 25% is what I like to do, and you can also exclude or include. Now, when you're naming your audience, it's very important that you make sure to go through and name it something that's easily recognizable. Typically, I like to make it very, very clear based on what pages or what topic it's going to be about. It just saves you so much time. So develop a naming convention that works for you and make sure that it's consistent. Typically, if it's website traffic, I'm going to talk about the time frame that it is done. I will name what it is. So if it's all visitors, so for example, if it was my podcast, right? So I would say veterinary marketing podcast, all visitors past 30 days. Veterinary marketing podcast, visitors, top 25% past 30 days. If it's going to be a retargeting audience based on action, I'll say veterinary marketing podcast, page view, past 30 days, right? Add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase. If I'm trying to retarget people that are not already customers, so maybe cart abandons, the way that we'll do this is we will go to add to cart and we will exclude people who purchased. Because if somebody's purchased, we don't want to then go and say, like, we're going to offer them a better deal or something like that. So we need to make sure that we're excluding that. So we can refine this and exclude or include and create more segmentation and also better lists of people. So that is how you do it. Once you have this audience prepared, you're going to hit the create audience button. I will name this add to cart non-purchasers. And so I would actually say veterinary marketing podcast, because that's the audience here. Add to cart, abandon past 30 days, because that's the action that, so we have a limit here. Add to cart, abandon. And so since it's too long, I'm going to just VMP, added to cart, abandon 30 days, because you have a character limit there. That way I know exactly what this audience is when I go to create the audience inside of Ads Manager. I'll show you how to do that. We can then create an ad using this audience. You can hit that button directly there. It'll take you to Ads Manager. You can do traffic conversion. So if I was doing a retargeting campaign, I would be targeting conversion events here. I would be building out my ad creative. And then it's at this audience section here is where your custom audiences are input. You can also look up your other ones as well, right? So you have all of your other custom audiences inside of there. It'll tell you audience sizes and things like that. So hope this was helpful. See you back in my office. All right, so I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed this video and if you like digital marketing, or if you're trying to grow your business with digital marketing, this is the channel for you. I make daily videos here. And so if you are interested, subscribe. I'd love to have you on the channel. My name is Breshears. I do digital marketing as an agency. So if you want to learn from somebody who's actually doing it, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and get notifications when I upload a new video every day. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.